Hey everyone at Kickstarter, this is Roger, welcome, and my friends over at YouTube. You know me as Grubasex, hello, how you doing? Welcome back for part 10 of Dungeon Crusade for the scenario And the Beast Must Die. This is the demo gameplay, and again, I've said this before, this is all concept art and not the finished product, and Ed over at Reaper Miniatures is sending me out the base set that you will be getting with Dungeon Crusade. There's a lot of ifs if this goes through, so you'll see those on Monday. They're supposed to be here. So again, these are just placeholders. Okay, so let's get back to this. It's part 10, and what's left is our 4 heroes and this orc archer and the skeleton warrior, the white one, who has 2 hits to go. We have 6 initiative tokens, and we'll start with the hero, the leader for this turn, which is the archer. And let's go. So here's 2. She will go on the second turn. Then over here to the orc archer. It'll go on the 4th turn. Going up to the barbarian will act on the 5th turn. Then the skeleton, he is going to get to act first. And then our warrior will go last. And then finally the cleric will go 3rd. So the skeleton archer, now his tactic is the skeleton warrior targets the closest class 3, which you know is a cleric or wizard first. If it cannot attack a class 3, it will attack the closest hero with the fewest hit points. So he's already here. Now this is like his positioning. Remember, green dice are like the brains for the monster, where they're going to move. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll roll, and he's going to move. So he's going to shift right to that one. So let's see, and he's in a dark room. He's going to get a +3 to this attack roll while he's in this room. So let's roll here, and what's his stats? He can do 1 damage, and we're going to add 5, and then 8. We're going to add 8 to this. So let's see, 8. Nope, that's 10. And he does hit these 2 with these 2 dice. Adding 8 to that's well over that cleric's AC. So the cleric is going to take 2 damage for that. There's 1 and 2. Okay, so he's done. Next up is going to be the archer. And I think it's imperative that we get this orc archer out of here immediately. So what can we do here? I'm going to move. See, the barbarian can get there. If I had the cleric, I'm just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we could take him out. I'm going to move the archer up here. And of course, he has clear line of sight. She has clear line of sight. And I'm going to use this precision shot. Which, I'm sorry, I can't. I moved. So it is long shot. It has a range of 5 and has add 3 to the attack roll. And I don't think, definitely didn't hit with those 2. And the AC of that is 12. So actually I did hit with just this one, so I do 1 damage to the orc archer. So there's that, he's down, he needs 2 more hits. So that was our archer's turn. And you know what, I didn't stop the bleeding on that one. So I would have chose to anyway to attack. So I will take another bleed out because she did not bandage that. Okay, so next up is the cleric. And I am going to move the cleric up here. And his movement is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm definitely going to use Healing Strike, and has a range of 3, and add 2 to the attack roll, and on a hit I can heal another hero or myself for 1 hit point. And of course I would heal the archer. So let's get this out of the way. Adding 2. Wow, nothing. Do you believe that? Out of 3 d20s, nothing. What a waste. So he's done. Next up is the orc archer. And looking at his tactics again, the orc archer targets the closest hero to attack and tries to keep max distance. So that would be the cleric here, and he would move back here to keep max distance. And again, if he hits, he's going to do 1 extra damage on the cleric. And and he has that surrogated arrow. So if he hits with that, we need on the SD die, 15 through 20, we'll have to put a bleed token on the cleric. That could not have gone worse than that roll. He hit him on all accounts, 3 hits, plus he's bleeding now. That went absolutely terrible, because we would add 5 to that. 3 hit points for the cleric. Hopefully you guys have watched the other videos of Dungeon Crusade when I was modding with that, and hopefully you're seeing this is a much more devious and harder Dungeon Crusade than anything I've shown before. And he's bleeding. So he has 10 hit points, he already has 6 hit points, and he's bleeding. Okay, I'm kind of still taken back by that. I didn't want that to happen for the demo, but it happened. But hopefully one of the heroes don't die when I'm showing this game off. Okay, so the Barbarian is up next, and I really hope to get up here and kill him. And he has a movement of 6. So let's move him up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's right on him. And again, we're going to use Cleave, and this is going to be for a +4 to this roll. +4 to that, and yes, we do. There's a 9 there, 14, and a 14 there. So we finally kill him. He is gone. I'm sorry, you know what I forgot to do too? On him, so I don't forget, he was in a dark room. That cleric should have taken another damage, so he got 4 damage on that. That was like a massive hit from that orc archer. So I'm glad I caught that. But he's finally dead. So we'll take that off. As you see, his hit points are only 3. And we'll get into the treasure bag. And we pull. We got 300 gold for that. So definitely enough to buy next time at the merchant to get actually quite a few things. Maybe that bow and that Sword of Vengeance. And lastly, this would be great to end this video with this. Our warrior is up. He will be the last to act. And he's right here on that skeleton. And I'm going to just keep him there. And that skeleton has 2 more hit points. With my luck that has been going, I can only hit once with Heroic Strike. I'm going to use the dual strike or dual attack, and I can add +2, and I could do 2 attacks on that skeleton warrior. Very easily killed him with those 2. Didn't even need the second one, so he's gone. So we'll discard him and take his card. And let's reach into the treasure bag. This would be perfect to end this video on. When you come back, we'll go to the village, and then we'll descend to level 2 of this dungeon to look for the ogre's lair, and 200. So this is good. We got a lot of gold to spend, a lot of XP, but take a look at just from those level 1 monsters. 3 hit points on the warrior, 7 on the cleric with bleeding, 3, but we had that healing potion. That helped out. 3 from there and 2 for the barbarian. And so come on back. I liked how that went. That went really smoothly, I thought. And hopefully you like what you're seeing. So I will see you guys soon.